Hello, I'm Victoria Moore, a fashion stylist and blogger from Miami, and you're on my fashion channel, so welcome to the family. I upload a new video every week, so if you're still not subscribed to my channel, please do, and let's get started. So, today's video is going to be about my 2022 luxury wish list. I decided to film such a video because I like to watch other people's wish list videos, and I thought perhaps some of you will also find it interesting and maybe you will want to add something from mine to your list. So I have 8 items on my wish list, and I want to say right away, it doesn't mean that I will buy all of them. Maybe just some, but it's really that things that I dream all the time and cannot stop thinking of them. The first item from my wish list is Hermes Kelly bag in size 25. I don't know how many years in a row and write this bag on my wish list, but unfortunately so far my attempts to get this bag from the store haven't been successful. Therefore, you have to write it down again and again on the sheet. At the same time, I do not lose hope that very soon, some miraculous way, I will be able to get this bag, and maybe not even one. Speaking of color and leather, I want Kelly in any bright color, especially blue, made of leather that will hold its shape like Epsom. Another item about which I sleep and dream of is AP Royal Oak watch in new 34mm size made from rose gold. These watches are probably harder to buy now than even Hermes bag. In stores for the same model, there may be like a list of 200 people, and this despite the fact that you will not even be allowed to choose the color of the dial. Over the past few years, demand has grown so much that production simply cannot cope with it and does not particularly want to increase production, thereby leaving the watches truly luxurious and difficult to get. That maybe sounds right, but not for people like me who is dreaming about these watches and adding themselves to a wait list, which can take a year or even longer. Regardless, I continue to hope that I can get my hands on one of these watches next year. Share with me, guys, in a comment section below which watches are your favorites and why. Next on my wish list is Max Mara Teddy coat in a beige color. I don't know why, but I really like this coat, and even despite the relaxed design, I still find it attractive and ideal for cold and light days where you just want to feel warm and comfortable. Doesn't this coat remind you one of the softest blankets in which you can wrap yourself in? I believe that this is an absolute must-have for winter, and I can consider it modern classic. Let's hope together that I will be able to allocate money for this coat this winter, or maybe even try to find it with some discount. Another item from my list is also from Max Mara, and it is shearing tote bag in beige color. Recently, I was sorting out my bags and realized that I don't have any tote bags apart from my several beach bags from JW Anderson and Saint Laurent bags. And since it is a winter, I really need a tote bag for traveling in the cold season. When I saw this model, I immediately realized that this is exactly what I need. I think that this bag will have a discount on the winter sale, and therefore I saved it to my favorites, like kind of luxury wish list, and I'm waiting for the moment when it goes on sale and I can buy it. The next thing I plan to add to my wardrobe in 2022 is a leather jacket from Acne Studio. If you have not heard about this European brand and the incredible leather quality, then I recommend that you check it out right now. Their leather products do not lose their relevance and repeat in each of their new collection. Personally, I like this oversized model as you can easily put on sweater under it and those carry it until the winter, obviously until really cold weather. I also really like the fittings and cuts, and it seems to me that the proportion of price and quality is quite good. I will be glad if you share with me in a comment below your favorite brands of leather jackets, as I am always on the hunt for good ones. Next on my wish list is a BVLGARI ring from Serpentine collection. To be honest, this is the only ring that fits me perfectly. Let me explain why. My fingers are a little bit odd, kind of, let's say, weird even. And the bone in the middle of my fingers is much wider than the finger itself. Therefore, any ring usually hangs on me, since I cannot take a ring smaller than the widest part of my finger. But at the same time, everything that's passing this bone then hangs on me. Hope I haven't confused you too much. But of course, that is not the only reason, as for me, this ring can be a great base and perfect everyday ring. Plus, I love that they now, slim model, looks even more sophisticated and feminine, especially in rose gold. But since the price is high, I haven't decided if I want to purchase it. Another item which I dream of and which is on my wish list for freaking a while is the stunning diamond loop earrings from Harry Winston. It seems to me that such a thing as a diamond earrings will never lose their relevance and will be able to complete many outfits. I like those earrings for their simplicity and elegance at the same time. I can easily imagine myself wearing them both on the red carpet and just at dinner at the restaurant. If you're interested, they also have this model with 2 and 1 loop. And the last item, but not least, which is on my current wish list, is a Chanel classic flap in a black color. Surprisingly enough, to complete Chanel collection, I just need to buy a black classic flap bag. But looking at the prices, I'm not sure if I will buy it this year, but let's see. Honestly, I think it's better just to buy pre-owned one, but in a good condition, and to save literally kind of like half of your money. Alright guys, that is it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed and found this video useful. Please don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up if you like it. I will really appreciate it. Bye everyone, and hope to see you in my next videos.